Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday here. Just wanted to take a little bit of time to walk through some expectations here again for our e-learning. Most of us were able to get through the assignment no problem. I just wanted to try to clean a few things up as we look to move into part two today. So as you look at today's date, you'll see it is the Unit 6, the formative assessment lesson, day 2. Now, if you're looking at this and for some reason you have not done day 1, you need to do that first. I've got the link there for day 1, so just make sure you finish that first. If you're looking at this and you've already finished day 1, that's great, but we need to try to clean a few things up. And going through the submissions, I noticed that some of us weren't able to get all of the submissions correct. So with that said, I'd like you to go back and check your work and kind of see to make sure that you are right. So this image that I've got is a screenshot of all the correct matches. And a couple things I just want to point out on these. First of all, the biggest thing I saw is that there's a negative in front. That graph should be opening down. We had some of us that just had those opening up. If it's negative, it should be opening down. The other thing is you want to be looking for the key information. Things like the y-intercept is the c value, so like here plus 15, plus 15. The other thing is that you could be looking for are vertex. So like on this one, I know it's hard to see, but that's -4 plus 1. Well, that's right 4 plus 1 right there as well. Or if it's in the intercept form, where it's right here, x minus 4, that's just 1. So that's going to be 1 right there. So those were the things that we were trying to look for on that. So please, before you get any farther, make sure you check your work on that. And then with that, we'll kind of go to the second page here. So again, I've got it all checked. What I would suggest, once you've got these matched and checked, we are going to look to try to fill in the gaps. Okay, the ones that we don't need are the ones that are all the way complete. Like H right here has everything complete, so we're not going to do anything with that. Same thing with E. What we want to try to do is match up and figure out the forms that we don't have. So for example, on A, we have this in standard form, this y equals x squared plus 2x minus 35. We need a factored form and a vertex form. So if I go out here and try to find where I've got A. Okay, A is right here. Now, my roots, you can see, are -7 and 5. Now, I know my A value is just 1. So here I could put, it would be x plus 7 and then x minus 5. Okay? And I could put y equals in there as well. If you don't get to y equals, I'm okay with that as long as we have the x plus 7 and x minus 5. Okay, so that's the first thing we're looking for is what is that factored form. Now, you might be thinking, well, why did I put plus 7 and 5? Well, it's essentially the opposite sign of that. Okay, now, the second thing I want is the vertex. Okay, now you can see my vertex on this is -1, -36. So this would be my h value. This would be my k value. So as I look at this, again, it'll be y equals, and it'll be x. It'll be plus 1 because we're going to be talking about, excuse me, minus -1. And then plus case would be -36. Okay, so now I've got all three forms of this particular equation, and that's what we're trying to get to. Now, some you've got pieces of information, like on B, I've got part of it. I just want to figure out what is that missing part as well as the factored form, and that's what we're trying to do for these missing ones on that. Okay, so again, if it's got everything on it like H does, you can just close that up and be done with it. Okay, same thing here with E. I don't really need that as part of it. Okay, so work through that. Again, I've got the answer key posted there for the task 1 or for day 1. So make sure you check that to make sure you get the correct matches, because if you don't have the correct matches, then today's task will be a little bit tougher. Once you're finished, guys, just you can take a screenshot. Really, if you just take a screenshot of the first page so that I can check it, I'll go into Desmos and see everything that you have on there. And if there's any questions at all, guys, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll be glad to help on whatever I can. So I hope you have a great day. Make sure you're able to stay safe and warm. And if there's, again, anything I can do to help, please let me know.